and as well as when they start stacking, like certain price level, he knows exactly price point he gets in, and he gets in literally. He's not even hedging. He doesn't have to hedge. He gets in. There's a good amount. 2 pip stop loss, and if it hits stop loss, it's okay, right? Because whatever. But his risk to reward ratio is insane. Like, I saw it live, it was ridiculous. Fact is, he had a webinar where he would literally have this program running for free. So the guys would join, right, live session, and you would actually see, you could trade with him because you could see the levels. That was insane. I remember somebody in the chat as well was posting something similar, not to that level though. But it's like a free information on some stocks you can get for Euro, United States dollar. Well, I think Reuters own 80% information on Euro, United States dollar, and they own Great Britain pound, and I think they own something else. So they own like most of this stuff.
So it's like home play, so it doesn't matter. That's actually pretty good, yeah, but you still have to do some background check and stuff.
Yeah, you still need to understand. We've seen some weird guys. I remember showing up here. Yeah, but he disappeared. That's why I like it about him. I think this information was real because 5 videos he just gone. He just showed he can, and he literally said in the video, "I'm actually not supposed to be showing you this," and he just said that I don't own this. I said that you have to contact me, prove me that you're good, and then you can basically trade my accounts. So he's not like, it's like a scheme. He doesn't have a website, doesn't have anything, where he can compromise. You could see, okay, this guy may be real, but you still don't know. There is a chance, right?
Yeah, but why is he gone then?
I think he was working, like there's many of those stories, right, with Realtor. They first worked in banks, then they want to start something on their own. They come in home and they're like, okay, I don't want to work for myself. I want, for example, have an active trading, but not like investment-based trading, because when you have money, usually most of the guys just wants to invest and they're good with like whatever the percent they get. But I think he wanted, like, it's probably greed. Honestly, it's probably greed.
Yeah, likely. Or they just blow up and don't want to.
Yeah, maybe he. Yeah, worst case scenario, he probably could have. Exactly, he probably could have blow up, or maybe he wanted exactly to get his name up and then, for example, create courses. Maybe create courses. Right now, everybody likes creating courses, paid courses, on Forex. So it's like not the Forex in particular, but anything that's investment based, and just to show how easy it is to invest. When in reality, it's like horse shit.
Yeah, the conflict of interest is always there, and that's the major problem.
Exactly. I'm trying to find him like in my subscriptions because there's no way he's out of my sight, but it is possible. I remember there was a wave trading. I showed you a Russian dude. So there's a Russian guy, a pure wave trader. I see very not much of this, right? Because he doesn't care about anything else. He's like support resistance good, but he's like a pure wave trader. And unfortunately, he disappeared. But his videos are good. He has like 63 videos, something like to look into. But he would the good thing about wave trading is diversification. You don't care. You can basically. He doesn't really hedge, right? He just gets in on the wave, and that's it. That's it. So diversifies. It's really hard for this guy to burn.
Yeah, but they not always work, so there's still a risk involved.
You're absolutely right. You have no idea. You have no idea how how far he can go. But this is, I think, diversification is honestly more like an investment, right? You're not gonna be super rich scheme, which is kind of real, but at the same time you have to manage so many orders. I don't know how these people do this, but that's the only way to do this is on higher time frames.
Yeah, that removes basically the stress.
Yeah. I think that's why most people trade on higher time frames. I finally start understanding more noise. I hated noise at first. 1 minute. The biggest mistake I think was starting in 1 minute trading I did at some point back in the day. Burn the counts. That wasn't good. Yeah, I think most of the guys you hear online, they have the same problem. Honestly, why would 1 minute even exist? I think this is like 1 minute chart existence is literally nearly a scheme. This should be explicitly stated that 1 minute is just for entry, like maybe like better entry, but not the actual logic.
Yes, so I know people that trade on tick charts even. They are which are faster. Some like if you trade on 50 ticks or so. Let me just check that quickly.
Oh my god, I found him. Oh my god, I found him. Let me just give this to you. I don't know. You can share this. I'll share it, I guess. I just don't know how good this is, that's why I want to share it in there first. You're probably gonna decide. So he describes how level 2 works, he does everything, but I'll show you. What was the best video I've seen?
Oh, he has level 2 access. Okay, then it's a completely different story.
Yeah, he's level 2 access, you actually see this. Sorry, no, I wanted to explain, like, exactly, sorry for that. I want to explain completely. So he has level 2 access, but he programmed the logic in a way, right, that does very good counts. So he also knows what banks come in. He obviously has full level 2 access. He knows what exactly bank when he comes in, what is happening right now in the market. Numbers, as we know, is also on point. So
yeah, sure. You have the exact VWAP price, and then yeah, you just take it from there. That's basically what I do. I just do it the poor people way.
That was the last video he posted. But yeah, they're all good. It's insanely knowledgeable. It's like insane how many 2 of 10 videos can give you. And there's this video, Forex level 2 training basics, very nice. But this is basically just shows his software, right? What he developed himself. And you can kind of get an idea what he tried to do.
I think I know this software. I've seen that before.
I think you've seen this before, huh? Okay.
No, this video not, but the software I have seen already.
Yeah, I think that's his. I'm not exactly sure because I think he tried reselling it, but I don't know. Yeah, but for now I'm on a 5-minute chart and just trying to play squeezes, right? But trying to get away from psychological levels. So I guess my point, I think I'm going for. I have it tougher, man. I have it. I'm trying to get a sell, so take profit. Obviously, I can go unlimited, but it's more smaller time frames. So you need to keep the greed down. Obviously, otherwise it doesn't work. So it's like 10-20 pips. 25, I stop out immediately if I get 25 pips, and it's a standard 10 pip. I'll explain why it's fixed. Standard 10 pip fixed SL. The reason why it's fixed is because obviously fixed SLs are horrible, but the reason why I like this is because it's easier for my mind, for my mindset, because I know that I need to come in inside this range, right? So my real SL should be somewhere inside that range, and then if needed I can move SL from 10 pip, for example, to 8, right? If I see the squeeze, it may be worth it.
Yeah, but how do you get the range?
Let me show this to you.
You use a deviation or something like that?
Yeah, it's not. It's quite basically. I'm trying to find the point where the market's gonna burst, and I know that both seller. For example, if I know the market's gonna buy, I need to make sure that the sellers got faked out. So they were just previously faked out just recently, right? Or something bad just happened to sellers. So I know very likely my 10 SL stop first of all one hit, and second of all I kind of see visually very likely maybe, but I'll show you. For example, today, why not to analyze today's data? I'll show you. I'm obviously saying it's easy to show what happened in the past, but I'm just showing you, you know, how I would think.
Yeah, no worry. have a feeling this Australian dollar Japanese yen going to shit. Fucking Friday.
Yeah, same. I actually, it's always like that, right? It's either Monday, very rare to have a start of a trend. Usually it's the initial fake out, whoever starts entering in the beginning. Then Tuesday is actually a very good day most of the time.
Tuesday and Thursday are the best days.
Tuesday and Thursday, exactly. Wednesday is actually very interesting depending on your style, because Wednesday there's this big fundamental news come out, and usually some like lots of chunk in there, right? But the thing is, London session on Wednesday, most of the time it will kick in a lot of stuff. So if you're up on London in Asia, actually Asia session may be very good on Wednesday, just after, so you know the opening of Asia session, so whatever happens then, and then usually when it should be going slower, that's when you should look at market, because they are accumulating, the bank's accumulating, trust me, they're accumulating before the fundamental is gonna be in.
Yeah, sure, they know what's going on. They're using dark pools to get the orders
yeah, exactly. You can actually see that. At first, I couldn't understand, right? The more I watched and started understanding how more dark pools probably work, it starts getting it. I'm not on your level, not even close, but I'm just trying to understand, how things move in general.
Dark pools are expensive, but yeah, you get a lot of money in the market without anybody noticing it. And then the retailers, oh, they take my stop out. Fuck you. It's just volume coming in, but it's coming in slowly. But the price will react to it.
Yeah, exactly. In beer, I just posted Gravity Pound Japanese yen, and this is like one of the logistics, right, of this. So you would expect. So this is obviously rare, a very rare case, but the reason why this would work very likely is because it was around 7 a.m., about 7-8 a.m. So it's before US session, and most of the time if London session was very, very good, like this one, right? This was a very good London session because it went down, it broke like 50, whatever, 2 psychological levels broken, and it got to this, I think it's a weekly, okay, I think it's monthly support. So that was a monthly support, and I think it's a 4-hour chart support. I just only show supports for H4, daily, monthly, whatever the higher than H4. That usually, respond very well.
Yeah, sure.
So
if you trade on the weekly, it's 1 hour
the logic
is
would,
the lowest.
Yeah, exactly right. And the logic would be if whoever is that idiot who tried to short. So they obviously get late, and they start shorting very, very, very late, like on monthly, right? Like completely late. So these guys are obviously stuck. This is like moneymaker schemes, but whatever. It is not schemes. It's just the way how money works. But basically, then there's a secondary test. It makes no sense. This would be like a third wave, right? And the thing is that this is what usually it should stop, but the problem is I see lots of anomaly, right? It just feels so good, and they really want to break lower. It looks like it's about to break lower because there's a squeeze, but it makes no sense. And that's why it probably was a very nice trade to go long, to break, first of all, SL around 144.86, and probably it will reach the psychological level. I didn't expect it would just burst like that. So that's a bit insane.
Yeah, but the volume was building in just one direction. Basically.
Yeah, the volume was building, like it was building.
Do you have a volume display? It doesn't show on this
volume. Yeah, I think there was a good. Exactly, I think it wasn't shown, but it was. They tried doing. I think it was a good dark pool. I think the volume was building up, but the standard tick volume of Forex was going down. But I think what I noticed, so I have this thing called tick rate. I started researching it, and a tick rate basically is how many ticks moved in a certain period of time. So believe it or not, it's obviously still something that I'm not very good with. But on a burst, prior to the burst, there may be like 20 ticks move in like sheer amount of 5 to 4 seconds, and that's it. And that's when the a-holes are like, obviously they did dark pools early because they accumulated, but then something is happening there. and that's when definitely they're manipulating the price. To me, that's manipulation. Doesn't matter what. I just call it manipulation. It's just anomaly to me. And what they're doing, I don't care. The point is there's something wrong there. When there's something wrong, that's where we should be looking at usually, and kind of risk it, right? Even with tight SL, I think you can go for it. I think it's profitable most of the time.
Yeah, and if it's not, you will know it in like 30 seconds, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever, exactly, whatever. It's just that Great Britain, so what is interesting I noticed is I had two charts open, Great Britain pound, Japanese yen, which I should have taken. And there is also Great Britain pound, Australian dollar. I kind of like Australian dollar, but the problem is, as soon as something like this happens, you should have seen the spread. It was insane. Like, it was impossible to enter. Like, Great Britain pound, Japanese yen was like spread of, I don't know, one, like.
Okay, if the spread starts to widen, then the decision is done already.
It is exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think, right? That's how probably it is, right? So I think what happens is that when the ticks come in, and when there's a huge tick rate, and the tick rate bursts up, that's when that's it. They decided they go in, and there's the banks trade with each other. So the money makers come in, banks trade really fast, and then it just bursts up. That's it. Supply demand, it's all done. They just burst up. So, and when during the burst, that's when they start upping up the spread. So whoever wants to enter, obviously it's not very good to enter, but if you know exactly where it's gonna go, whatever.
Yeah, that's basically it. I watched the spread too. This is extremely good information. If I see the tick volume going up, I just use the standard built-in tick indicator.
Nice. This is what I'm trying to do. So I know we already have anomalies, those gray things. This is a basic anomaly. It's a standard logic. The way how it works is I read the book of, I think, Anna Kuris. I don't remember her name. It's just read the tape, the standard read the tape book. But the point is, there is this myth that there's a myth that because it's a tick volume, it's bullshit. In reality, it's 90% still correct. She said. So it's like on the larger volumes, you still need to count that in, and on the smaller volumes, when you see a lot of anomalies, they actually may be something happening. The iceberg effect comes in, and that's when banks just stuck. That's usually Asian session prior to 7 a.m., which is 7 a.m. your time, which is 7 p.m. my time.
Yeah, the problem is you have to watch it. Like I see the tick volume going up. I'm on the 3-minute chart usually. So I see the tick volume going up, and then the spread starts to widen, then I know shit's gonna happen. I mean, like right now.
Yeah.
And then you just have to hit it before the spread gets too wide. You have to be in the trade already.
And you have any like indicator to show that the spread goes up or not? I'm trying right now probably to program mine, but I think that the most interesting points where the spread is gonna burst. Obviously the squeeze like I showed, that's okay. But you know what's the other interesting part is that the monthly support. You see the monthly support? I heard this is where the spread also goes up quite often. In fact, they're trying they're basically done with supply demand, and they're trying to lock those orders, whoever came in, right? So there's a huge amount of demand, and they basically don't have supply, and they basically burst out, and their spread goes up ridiculously around this point, right? The point where there's a monthly support, the first time where the cells are stuck.
Yeah, I never checked on that actually.
Yeah, and I think this is where this guy, the sniper, right? The YouTube video I showed you. This is where he enters. He knows this level. He knows the supply demand is like is bad. So he enters at that level, and obviously he has like 2 pip SL, and he has the ridiculous. He can't lose. I mean, he can't be non-profitable after that. Imagine like his profit levels. It's insane.
Yeah, but you have to be extremely accurate, and this is really basically impossible to do on a monthly chart as retail trader.
Yeah, without software, he has to know exact banks. He has to know exact probabilities. Probably
if you have level 2 access, then it's a different story. But yeah, well, who has that in Forex?
Exactly. But whatever. So all these are done for today, right? No Australian dollar, Japanese yen.
Yeah,
They
I just
still wanna
scaled
burst?
in. That's what was maybe a mistake because it just had a pivot.
You obviously went up, right? Because VWAP is going up.
Yeah, but we had a pivot and I just scaled in.
Oh, it's pivot. Fuck.
That
Oh,
was
that's
a
it's
bad
actually.
idea.
Wait a sec. What if it gets to psychological level 81.5 and there is no, it's unlikely. Monthly is way too far. Actually, both of them monthly. Yeah, you're right. It's unlikely because, well, in worst case worse.
Well, there was a
It can get
pre-market
to-
spike, so I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're right. I don't think we may get there.
81
Because-
to 324 or something like that should be doable.
So if it does burst level of 181.3435, it may be able to get to 81.5 and get psychological level, which is also, by the way,
45,
It is.
8145. There's a
81.5. Yeah.
There's a resistance.
It's also, as there is, right? It's also resistance. It's also resistance from higher from the previous 1355, which is not my time. This would be around, I don't know, like 7 p.m. or AM? I don't know. But this is this probably where it would go. That's
But
the
now,
best case.
now I'm
scenario.
too heavy. If it pulls back, I'm gonna hedge. I'm gonna have a hedge.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck it. It's Friday.
I was usually you Friday don't trade, right? Much after the London, you're done. You don't trade.
No. After London, I don't trade. That's for sure. I mean, I try to avoid that in the usual days as well. I just suck in
know
the
you-
US session.
Yeah, I know you hate the session, and I kind of understand why. My favorite is London by far. It just appears that I have to sleep during the step, so I try right now to change my time. So I wake up around like either I don't go to bed around 3 or 4 p.m. in the morning, or I need to wake up around that time, which is harder. For me, harder to wake up around that time.
My Singapore dollar trade goes to shit too for no reason. What the fuck? I hate Fridays.
Yeah, what do you enjoy? What do you enjoy so much? Like, this is so interesting to me because this is where I'm trying to also understand, where I can improve. So London is kind of for me the best session, obviously, but you get very good results during Asia, and you're done during the day. How do you usually like? What are you looking for? You're looking for range, right? You probably know exactly range. Like here, for example, right? You're going for range, and that you usually mostly get out, or you actually really want to have a burst.
Right now is a good example. Okay, right now is a bad example on Australian dollar, Japanese yen, because the pivot is in the way. That's why we're pulling back right now. But that's actually a good example because there was a spike pre-market. Let me just make this chart a little bit wider. So there was a spike pre-market, and then a spike after the opening, and then this is my next target. These are very easy targets.
Let me open.
So if I entered on the VWAP, this would be a 10 pip move, but I would
I
will have a 1 pip stop, so I can have a massive position. That's basically how I do it. But this one I entered late, that's why I'm already in a loss. It's pulling back now in a double position. I didn't realize that the pivot is there.
No, it kind of makes sense. So it's usually VWAP is obviously a helping tool at this point, but if the psychological levels like the pivots or the support, right, or whatever is higher, this is usually where you want to target, right? And then obviously the resistance you just wrote, you just made possible.
I put a screenshot in the trading room.
Yeah, I see now live. I just opened the live.
All right.
I just opened the live. I should have done this from the beginning. I thought you actually were done for the day, but no. I mean, there still can something be done. Yeah.
The reason it's pulling back is because of the pivot, and I was very stupid to actually scaling in there. That's why I'm already negative.
My God, your spread is nice. My spread is trading view is 9 for Australian dollar, Japanese yen.
For real? 9 points or 9 or 9?
No, not 9. Sorry, 0.9. No, not points.
Oh, okay,
0.
then I have
9.
the same. What do I have?
It would be impossible. It's literally impossible.
I have the same, but I pay commission.
Yeah, same thing. We have to go for commission on this one. My commission is, I think, same as yours. I don't know. I think yours is yours full lot 6, right? And mine is like 5.
7. No, 6 or 7.
6 because you're using CTrader. Because using CTrader, it's 6 for you, and for me, it's 5. That's the only option, like the good thing. But I've seen some new brokers open up. They're giving 4. The 4 is like a big deal, I think. If obviously they're not scamming.
Yeah, it's 30 Australian dollars. This is also a good thing in CTrader because you actually pay in the currency you're trading in and not the currency of your account. Like this trade is gonna cost me 30 Australian dollars per million and not 30 US dollars.
That makes sense. And this is where they're probably getting scammed on MT4.
Yeah, sure. That's how they do it, because they fuck you actually 3 times. Because they're converting your account currency to the asset currency to charge you the commission, and on the buyback they do the same thing again. And again in MetaTrader, you have no proof. Because there's no net value ever showed to you at all.
Oh damn.
Ah, this is going to shit. Well, it was entirely my fault to scale in on the pivot. This was so stupid.
So you have a hedger on if it's 0.7, right? Or 0.65.
On the top right window is the hedger is 0.65, but I maybe turn it off. Actually, I have another window. Here's another window which is detached, and there is run the bot is running twice.
Ah, nice. I see what you did. Okay, so do you have that's minute 7, so there's just a second chance. Okay, I see. There's two times bot.
But the second time it hedges at 2%, and the first time it hedges at 0.65. So if I do something stupid, which I will do in a minute or so, turning off the main bot to allow the price go back to the VWAP. But if it's then drop on me, then I still have the order bot to catch me.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, so they have like second protection just in case.
Yeah, because I'm long with 300k, and if it drops on the VWAP because some institution gonna sell the Australian dollar, then I'm gonna have a 10% loss. There is no way you can react fast enough to cover that. Even if you would stop it or close the trades, the slippage will just kill you.
Yeah, and you have hedging like very very close. I noticed that several pips and you already start hedging, right? So you really want to have that burst when it goes up, or how do you stack? Usually stack you just stack like pyramid style, right? If it goes your way, you start stacking the buy orders, right? Or...
no, not really. If it's go my way, I'm really terrible in scaling in this way, to be honest. I prefer to scale in loss. So like I buy late because you can never buy on time, and then I actually want, so I buy like 25%, and then price goes against me, and then yeah, I buy another 25%, and if it really drops to the VWAP, I buy another 50%. But all these orders combined is already a lot more than my initial size would have been. Because I buying at a better price, I can put on much more size and maintain the same risk.
So obviously you know this, right? And you tested this most of the time. Have you ever burned really hard this account? Like, I'm not saying either not really killed it, but did you? What's the worst day you had?
48%.
Uh-huh.
Being
48%.
stupid.
I see. I see. And it hit. Yeah, this is how it was. This reminded me of myself. I actually have a real situation when I signed up with broker, and I had this automated bot. It was actually working. It's the first thing that actually worked, and I should have actually researched why it's working. But I think I found, you know, on the MT5 forums, you can actually buy, you know, the commercial bots. There's this guy that was selling a bot, believe it or not, for 1K a license. 1K back then, I don't remember, it was like 3-4 years ago. And all the bot did is that it would enter and we tried to get 3-4 pips between night shifts, so between when Aussie session starts and prior to the Japanese session start, when the market is dead, when you're not supposed to be trading, right? But because market is dead, it actually works. So he has, like, your chance of probability of success is 95 to 98%.
Yeah, I trade ES or the SPX at this time. Yeah, look, my chart, my equity curve.
Yes, that's the same bot, exactly. So there is this guy.
Oh no, this is me.
Oh yes, no, I know.
That's the live account.
I know
that's
exactly
the account I'm trading for on YouTube.
Yeah, is it what's I don't remember, what did they trade? What did you sign this for? Is it what's the pair that works good for now for this? Because I don't know which pairs are working good. I think I was trading Great Pound, United States dollar for this in the past.
I started this account with $1,000 and now it's at 16,000.
Yeah. So you know, I started the account with $1,000. It went to 10,000 in 2.5 months. So I got the strategy very well. There's one problem though. I'm an idiot, I'm stupid. So I didn't close. I wanted more greed. I didn't close before Friday evening. And guess what happened on Monday? It was news. Entire account went down to 1K. Back to, well, not to zero.
That sucks.
Yeah, I learned to see this is the hard way learning it. The funny part is that you did get strategy right. But my mistake was basic, like absolute basics, right? You still made money in Forex. You made things right, but you lost the basic. Also, I'm like an idiot, was writing them in chat because I was thinking I know my stuff, and I was writing in chat. I remember. So what was happening is I was making, you know, when it gets to 10,000 account, and when you're around 1.5 lots with 500 leverage, it starts slipping around this time. So I started writing, why the heck my price is being manipulated. You cheaters. Obviously that didn't go well with the company after 3 times, even though they liked me because I was making tons of money for them. Imagine what's the commission I paid.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's the same with me. I'm making a ton of commission to the broker. I mean,
yeah,
I'm up 100%, but the broker is for sure too.
Broker lost you.
Let's check that.
Because like, call me at any time, mate. It's passive income here. That's like the great business, right? If you want to
Oh,
get...
fuck that. Look at it. The broker actually made more money than I did. I made 4,300 and this is just this month.
How much
and the broker made 4,490 and I made 4,300.
Oh, because so this is, I think, kind of a disadvantage of hedging, right? Because of how much commission you're trying to cover on both sides.
No, this is because of the short ranges on large size. If you have short range, I have to pay the commission if I press the button, and if I press the button like 15 times on a range where somebody else would hold just during the day, I have a lot more commissions.
I see.
But I don't really care about this stuff. I mean, we both make money.
As long as you make money. Happy. Yeah, I think you love each other. Yeah, it just basically works for you.
And I can just pull the plug. That's the most important part.
Also, you can always change. Exactly, you can always change the business you're working with. You business yourself, and you can change the other business. Their business is basically just your partners. If you think about it, they're technically your partners. They basically you can go with other partner if must.
I don't know. I mean the business itself. It's like it's win-win for everybody. So why do I care?
Oh yeah, no, I understand that.
Most people they fuck around. Oh, the broker is so expensive, and then yeah, you just have $1,000 on the account. Nobody cares. This is just the cost of doing it.
Yeah, imagine the guys who are trading there with MM's money managers. These guys are trading millions. Holy. Oh, do you know the broker by name Gainsey? Have you heard of the broker by name Gainsey before?
No, never.
Okay, really good, because at some point by so there's you know the FX book. In FX book there is there's basically this broker spread difference, whatever, and they were actually the scam. They scam this normal retail traders. There's no support, nothing. You can put money, you can get them out. There's nothing you can do about that. It's a bit bizarre. Anyway, their money manager though, the money manager platform is great. It works. I don't know why. People can get the money off. So it's a bit bizarre, and they're charging fixed spread of 0.5 on Euro, United States dollar, same amount for Canadian pound, etc.
I know only Ameritrade. Ameritrade does that in the UK.
Yeah.
But these accounts are very expensive. You have to put in like 50,000 or something. So
yeah,
if you not come up with real scratch, they're not gonna give it to you. But this is a real edge if you have a fixed spread.
Fixed spread is probably the best edge you can get.
But you need to have the volume. Like people complaining, oh, the broker does this. They come up with some scratch, and then they're gonna talk to you. Like if you deposit like 100,000 or something like that, you can negotiate the fees. That is no big deal. But if you come in with $50, they're not gonna care. It's just gonna take your money.
Exactly.
You have to put yourself in a position where you actually can make negotiations, but you can't do that on a broker that's trading whatever $100 million, and you come on with a $50 account. That's just not gonna work.
What do you think of Dukascopy? I think they started making they have their own platform called like Forex. I tried using it. They have very good ticks data analysis, very similar to CTrader, right? But more like Java related.
They are edgy. I mean, I don't say they're bad, but they have some bad business parts, like the options stuff, and they try to cover all the markets. But their new services are really good.
Yeah, I think
and they have a banking license in Switzerland, so whatever, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I've seen just their webinars.
Australian dollar, this is gonna go really bad, really quick. The Nikkei index is just going to the VWAP.
So what do you think? You're gonna scale in usually in this point, or you just don't want to do this?
Yeah, I did, but I have too much drawdown already.
Okay, I see now.
Because I scaled in on the pivot, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, looks like there's tons of anomaly. Very likely it will go back to level 118. So very likely it will go down 10 pips right now.
Yeah, I'm hedged already.
Yeah. If you're hedging, probably maybe even better if it just drops to 81 psychological level.
And now I can do whatever. I don't care. So I think I hedged at 0.9 or something like that, but now you see the drawdown is 1.23%. Yeah, because of the slippage and the position size and whatever.
Yes, sir.
Well, now the trick is just to wait it out, and it looks like the Nikkei gonna bounce. And then I'm just gonna reverse the hedge position, and I will be in double size and exit on break even. That's pretty much it. Once you hedge, you just do damage control. And damage control only, don't be greedy, that's always bad. Maybe I'm a little bit greedy and scaling on the Sing dollars. Let's fuck it up twice, because the pivot is right above it.
I was testing a hedging system. Like, I just want to see how hedge works in general, right? If you're putting a 40-50% risk in general, and just trade it versus a highly moving, currency, and just access it all the time. Theoretically speaking, you're good most of the time. You can even make money. But but the currencies that move less is like kills hedging completely.
1.8 pip below the VWAP.
Yeah, so this is where VWAP comes in, right?
Yeah, but you see the chart? The price is it crossed and go back up. But this is just a shitty situation right now. The price is just behaving very bad. But usually that's a reversal which you're actually gonna go short. But I'm not gonna do that because this is definitely a long setup.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking if $7 Japanese yen would go lower. I doesn't want to do that. That's interesting.
Better pick something, but this is just right now it's very bad because the prices are just. Let me just cherry pick something.
Yeah, it's a bad squeeze. I don't even for my standards, this is a horrible squeeze. I don't like it. The volume goes down. There's no more volume. Grip it and pound Japanese yen.
There's a 1.7 pip. Okay, this is not so good, but I will take this short for sure. Fuck, this is really moving.
Grid and pound Japanese yen is an interesting position as well. Actually, grid and pound Japanese yen has a very good right now opportunity.
You see it?
A bit better.
The price went back to the VWAP and then dropped immediately. That's a perfect short setup. But the Japanese yen gonna go. It's not clear yet. So, but this is a short setup. Price crossed the VWAP and retested the VWAP, and that's where the big boys sell. But
exactly, because
but right now this is I will not take it because the Nikkei is still above.
Aha, I see now. What do you think?
Yeah, see, it's still above the web, and this is it dropped back and it bounced right off.
Yeah, that's the favorite setup. It's when there's when it tries to retest somebody, they're trying to make it to make a comeback, and then it just drops lower. So this is very important bar most of the time.
Actually, if it drops fast, it's better. If the price drops really fast down, that's where you buy, because you're gonna know you know they're gonna be a concrete wall right at the VWAP where the big boy is gonna stop the price like it never moved.
Yeah, so true.
That's basically happening all the time, but I can just find something in like 5 seconds.
Chicken right now.
See that one in the middle? These are 3-minute candles.
Yeah.
The price just fall like a stone, and it stopped right at the VWAP. Because there then the buyers coming in, the buyers with the real numbers.
Yeah, I see now.
Yeah, this is basically happening all the time. If price goes back, then this is what you said before about the squeezing, and this is happening around the VWAP all the time. And this is
this is where you stop. This is what I usually want to trade. Do you see those small things jumping from the VWAP, and like obviously those small rejections? That's usually pretty good if it makes sense, right? What happened previously, right? If there was a rejection, level rejection, and if there is basically a level lower to it, so psychological level very close, they have amazing hits. You can do that. like this.
Yeah, this is just they just have a dark pool move the price up for them, and then they're gonna just hit it. That's a 24 pip move in 2-3 minute candles.
That's the thing. It should be momentum. If there's no momentum, usually we just want to close this.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They have the dark pools moving the price up, and this is just like a 3 pip move to the VWAP, and then they just hit it without hiding, just market order, and then the price drops like a stone.
Okay. Some people like playing with a failure. If this fails, they want to buy, but this is where I'm actually scared to buy if something like this failed, because while it's true that if sellers were hit, the buyers don't want to buy just yet very fast either. So I'm like, it should be like the points where everybody agrees. It's a shitty situation. So.
But if everybody agrees, you're late.
Yeah, everybody agrees, obviously. Right? Yeah, you just want to see. Here's the good point. That's the good point as well, where you stopped. Well, you just might do that. Yeah, it may just drop. I don't know.
Yeah, I just said this is a short setup, and the Nikkei doesn't move as well. It's sticking on the VWAP. Maybe this is a short setup. I'm not gonna take it. It's too risky.
So true.
But let's see what it's doing. My Sing dollars don't move too, and the VWAP starts to bend down. Very bad. Maybe take that off. Just take 0.3% and be happy with it.
Mostly, on average, every month, your profits are around 100-150% after everything, right?
Yeah, I doubled the account in about 3 weeks.
That's amazing. Yeah.
But I have massive drawdowns too. People always say, "Oh, why you not put more money in it?" Because this is high risk trading. This is not sustainable. I had a 43% drawdown. When was it? I just showed on May 13. I mean, this was not a real drawdown because these positions were hedged. But the moment I clicked the close button on the losing position, I had a 43% account drawdown. This is not sustainable. But
yeah,
people just don't get it. What does that mean? I mean, you make you make 100% in 3 weeks. Yeah, I do that. But I had also a 50% loss in the same time.
Yeah, you may have bad days. You may even hit the like whatever you set it to 50%, right? If you set it to 50%, close it to save your account, it would be like, okay, 50. There's the worst day you can get is 50%, right, after hedge. But the thing is that if in the long run, if during the year you are successful most of the time, like 11 months, you make 150% consistently, and there was just 1 month when you're down 50%, which by the way you recovered just a bit back. This is how my account worked, the one I talked about, right? It will actually drawn down was 40%. I just need to get 3 pips because it was such a good opportunity, right? The success rate, it actually worked out in the long run.
Yeah, it's hard, and you have to be very, how to put that, strict.
Psychology, very strict. I think the hardest thing, honestly, is strictness. As soon as you lose it a bit, and you kind of don't pay much attention, it hits your account so hard, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't pay attention at all, actually, on purpose.
I know this. Your training style though is very good. I think you base it on doing the hedging kind of works out very well for you. For my case, like I created the bot, right? It sends me a screenshot, and immediately I can like type very fast, if you want to enter or not. Usually I have all information needed, but I still may need to stream. If, for example, I'm at work and I start streaming, it sends me 10 seconds every update, and as soon as I agree, I basically enter, and my bot, I have a robot that has logic to check the volume, my previous volume with previous several bars, so I'm still modifying it. And actually, if there was a very long squeeze, it has to be long in its journey, right? If it's a short squeeze and just a retest, it's going to be very short, like maybe 15-20 minutes max most of the time, which is usually enough.
Yeah.
But it all depends. It's a complex case. In particular, complex for me because I don't hedge. Sam is life. Or not, he faked us out.
What's up?
Yo.
Yo, how's it going?
Bad. Fridays. Come Australian dollar move. I just doubled the position. How much did I lose? 0.6, okay. Yeah, like right now is a good example. I'm too close to the hedging level, so I just turn off the board and I keep the mouse over the start button. But if shit happens, like I look somewhere else or whatever, then the other board is still running. So I'm not gonna go broke on that.
What do you do in cases when, let's say you lose internet connection? What happens?
Then I'm fucked. That's why I have ADSL backup.
Nice. That's what I'm thinking. That was the problem. Is one time I lost internet connection, and I prayed to God. He helped me.
Yeah, well, I can still pick my phone and do the only thing you're supposed to do on a mobile phone, hedging your positions.
I was thinking doing a device for tethering. You connect it, and if internet loses, so it confirms the connection lost, it switches to the tethering, right? This is
device, that's what I do. I just have a MikroTik router.
That's what you do. Nice. Do you pay a lot?
The connections are always connected.
Oh, nice.
Actually, my ADSL backup is really bad, so I see it all the time. It shows disconnected, and then oh fuck it. But I actually never use it. I maybe use it once in the 4 years I live here.
Do you do any backups as well as the power supply in terms of if something goes wrong, like a power battery?
Yeah,
right?
sure.
And,
APC, UPS downstairs where the routers are, and here on my trading computers is the one too. Because it makes little sense if your power is out, your computer is on, but your network is down.
Exactly.
Come on, move. 0 to 2%. The Nikkei is already going up a little bit, but it is extremely slow for some reason. I just hate Fridays.
Is the UJ still slow?
How much is that? 5 pips, okay, it's good. I just fucked it up because I scaled in right on the pivot. And then of course it dropped. Which was to be expected. I was just stupid. Hope it breaks now. Come on.
You think dollar yen is gonna break down again?
I hope so. I'm still short dollar yen.
From where?
On a different account. I'm break even at 109987.
Oh yeah, so you're like few pips.
Actually, I was massive in profit this morning, and then yeah, my take profit is actually the support line from the hourly chart, which is about 35 pips below. Fuck it, I'm gonna hold it. That was a mistake.
Yeah, I want that support line to break down so I can open a short because it's risky.
Oh, that shit is dropping again. I can't believe it. start to getting expensive. This is how you make the 50% losses. For real, you keep hedging, and this is cascading up really fast. What is the US dollar doing? Nothing, okay. Yeah, whatever, I'm getting out on break even. Which way is now? But I don't. Greed. And the pivot again, it's gonna drop again, and I'm still gonna hold it, and I'm gonna hedge again, and I'm gonna have double the loss. Story of my life. There it goes, as planned. Come on, break, you piece of shit. The small chart, the white window where the white background is actually the Nikkei index. I have the Nikkei on the chat bar covers half of it, but yeah, well, don't need it anyway. In the Asian session I have the Nikkei index there, and in the US session the S&P.
You know, there's online on YouTube, I think very popular video, I think it blow up. It's Forex millionaire, whatever, the guy driving Tesla. He's also kind of has a hedging style. He goes for 5 pips, whatever. And I think it would be great if somebody came to your house, saw you smoking, actually show people how to make money in Forex for real. That would be hilarious.
Can do that. But then I have to clean up.
Yeah, the guy tried to look as needy as possible, right? That everything is clean, but in reality, it's like you could see he just cleaned up day prior. He doesn't even clean up. The fact that he tried to clean up like his keyboard during the live stream when they were making the video is a bit bizarre.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about this stuff anyway.
Exactly, same.
I live here, and if somebody come, you accept it or just fuck off. That's how I think about this stuff. Actually, if you trade, you should always think like that, because that's what makes you lose money. If you think too much about somebody else instead of yourself. It's not about ego. It's about just you have to take care of what you're doing. And my room is dirty, so what?
Have you been like, always was interesting to us, have you been reached out by any like podcasts? I know Chat with Traders is really big, but are there any others that try to reach out to you?
Yeah, but not really podcasts. Actually, the most podcasts sucks.
Yeah.
I just say, oh, I'm a floor trader and I have my old jacket from the floor behind you. Yeah, this is a completely different game. It doesn't show off anything. Actually, I had this conversation on TradingView once, asking me, did you trade on the floor? If not, you don't have any experience. What the fuck are you talking about? Most floor traders, fail badly on electronic trading. Because on the floor you can see the volume with your eyes in the other people. So if you're good with people, you're gonna be a good floor trader. But you're gonna be a really, really bad electronic trader. Because there are no people here. I just have my screen.
I think it's very similar to poker, right? There's this electronic poker and there's the live poker, and it's completely different type of games. There are people successful at both, but you can see they struggle quite differently in a different way.
Yeah, sure. Like I said, if you're on the floor in the exchange, you can see the volume changing on the people's faces they're trading against you.
Exactly.
So if you see your neighbor just shitting himself and you know his positions anyway, because then you know what's going on, shit is gonna happen in a minute, then you just react to it. But you can't do that if you watch your screen. So I'm break even, almost. Shit. The pivot again, I hate it. Nikkei doesn't help too. Yeah, I hate Fridays.
Yeah, this Friday probably US station is gonna be a large fake out. London is gonna just stale. It's gonna be just stale, very likely as always, and nothing's gonna happen because Thursday was good.
If it pops to my resistance line, I'm gonna just close all, including the Sing dollars. If. The dollar is going back. Where we are, plus 0.16 equity. Yay!
Easy game.
Yeah, on the helper you can see my equity is 0.7 now, and no, this is the position, and then the next one is the equity, and the one in the brackets is actually my account.
I see. So the brackets is your account.
Yeah, the brackets is my account based on today. Like, here I can type in the balance I started, and everything is calculated based on that number. So if I close now, I will be green with 0.04%. So that's the idea. So I have all the information on the screen, but I don't see numbers. I mean, I don't see money numbers, just percentages.
Which is more important because money is psychological.
Yeah, money is just our commodity, what we use to make it. But if I close all now, I will be down 0.2%. Oh, this is taking so long. I just hate Fridays. The Nikkei is going up good, but the Australian dollar has trouble. Why is that?
Oh, the Aussie dollar is not strong anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why. This is kind of strange.
Is the index bullish still?
Australian dollar, US dollar is actually going up, but not much. Yeah, what the Australian dollar gains loses the Singapore dollar. This is going nowhere. You see, my equity stays the same, but the price is moving. Fuck. But there should be no correlation. Oh, did you guys have this problem on C-Trader too? Look at this. It shows the aggregation doesn't work. One position is on top, which is supposed to be here. This is a really bad bug, because if I close a aggregated set, it doesn't gonna close all of it. Well, I never tried it.
The Australian index, the ASX 200, it's like ranging now. It's not going up anymore. That's why the Aussie dollar is just slow.
Are they really correlated? I never really checked on that.
Do you ever look at the index?
The index to the currency, I mean. Because by with the Japanese yen, this works like clockwork. If the Nikkei goes up, the yen will go down. mean US dollar, Japanese yen, or Australian dollar, Japanese yen will go up. You see the Nikkei is on in the white chart, and you see it's going up. The currency pairs correlated to it will go up too.
Yeah, I think the Aussie dollar has been correlated with the Australian dollar. The Aussie dollar and the index are correlated because the index has been going up since, let me check the range. Oh wow, it's been going up since 8 days ago.
Yeah, but intraday doesn't work. It's below VWAP. But there's true, there's almost no volume. I should not fuck around with the charts while in trade. Come on! 2 pips. Can you do that? Just 2. The VWAP is going up nicely. You see that?
Here, look at this chart for the Australian index. It's been going up pretty steady for the past 8 days, but from 17 through 18 it just slowed down, and then it continued up pretty fast. So maybe next week it goes up again. We'll see.
I think I'm gonna take this or this micro resistance.
Oh, 17 is Sunday, so yeah, I think it's just gonna continue going up next week. Because I think they said, I was listening to Bloomberg, and they said the Australian dollar has been strong while the US and China trade war talks have been going on.
Yeah, this trade war is anyway bullshit.
Yeah. It's just to manipulate the price.
$15.8 pips. I'm not so sure I should take that or not. That would make my day. What? Nice, that would be a 4% trade. Let's put a few Sing dollars back on. Ah, shit.
Warning.
Next hedge. So does it hold? Nikkei is going up good.
is going up, you said?
Yeah. It's almost at the previous high. That's why I'm holding Australian dollar Japanese yen now. I'm gonna take it to the original target.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully this wasn't a bad idea.
The Nikkei chart looks pretty interesting on the 30-minute.
Which one?
Nikkei, 30-minute.
Is the US dollar dropping? Oh, the US dollar is dropping down. That's why my Sing dollar trade did go to shit.
How's that trade with the pound and Aussie dollar going? From like 2 days ago. I remember you were talking about it.
Oh, this was a nightmare. I hate this pair. How did that go? I forgot already. Erased from the memory.
You were in a loss or what?
No, I just keep trading until I get back in green.
Hmm.
When was that? Current month. Up 1%, I should just close and shut it down. But the Nikkei is going good. But I don't like how the VWAP looks. This could be a fake out. How much I'm on? 692.
Everything is just so slow. Canadian dollar and yen made a new low.
Yeah, that looks like a fake. Dollar is going up too. Maybe I should just exit, take the peasant and wait for a new setup.
This is an interesting chart. This is a head and shoulders.
I have a strong feeling this is a fake. And if it drops below, we're just gonna hedge the profit.
Oh my god.
Come on, you piece of shit, why is this taking so long? I don't have all day. Volume is going up. But that doesn't mean the price is going up. It's taking way too long for this macro resistance. You should just hedge the profit. Yeah, Nikkei is going back down. Okay, if it's not taking off right now, I'm gonna take it. Whatever. Yeah, I should have taken it. Fuck. Oh, YouTube gonna mark me now as not kid friendly. Shit, I should have taken it. The profit. It's gonna go nowhere.
You're hedging on which pair? Dollar yen?
Yeah. Probably a bad idea.
Oh, there's Canadian news. Yeah, that should finally move the Canadian dollar a bit.
Oh, I didn't see them. So the loss is back on the account. So whatever. Do whatever. Oh, I still have to take profits. Oh, my USD yen is back in profit. Yeah. $40.
Next week there is some good US dollar news on Wednesday, which is Thursday in Thailand.
Yeah, I'm not really care about the news, to be honest. I mean, you know when they are, but I don't really care what they're after.
Yeah, you just don't want to trade at that time, right? Just so you don't get on the wrong side of a trade quick.
The Aussie dollar and the US dollar looks really interesting right now in the 5 minute. It just broke past resistance coming down to retest.
Same thing on the Aussie dollar and yen.
New Zealand Japanese dollar looks really good. She moved very nicely on the Asia session.
Looks like the Aussie dollar yen might drop to 81.28. That's what I'm looking at. If it's going to continue going up. This area is having a lot of resistance. And since it broke up, I think it's just gonna retest the same spot. Damn, Why are the spreads jumping around so much?
Hopefully this next 5-minute candle pushes the Aussie dollar, US dollar up.
Yeah, well, the daily resistance is, what, 500 up?
It's dropping.
370.
Aussie dollar yen is dropping.
So this is pretty much a short for the midterm. Oh, lucky I hedged Australia, Japanese yen. Still dropping. Oh, that looks really nice. Where's my MetaTrader?
It looks like a good trade,
That's so
but
nice.
it's overbought.
I'm gonna hold that till the next support, which is 10955. If it drops now, which it will not for sure.
I think it's just gonna retest the line and try to continue up for the rest of today, because it's Friday. I
one?
doubt we'll see
Which one?
dollar yen.
Yeah,
CFD.
I'm gonna exit at the retest.
Yeah, do you think it will breach the support on a Friday?
Oh no, this is no real support. This is just wait, yeah. This is what I have. This is just some, yeah, the noise from pre-market. Where is it connected? Oh, this is actually support. Yeah, fuck, this is support. Yeah, I'm gonna exit there if it drops to 109.810.
The retest?
Yeah. I just checked, this is actual old support from Friday. From yesterday, no, it's yesterday? From 2 days ago, Wednesday. This was very solid at Wednesday.
Oh, that location has been a pretty good resistance in the past as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna just exit there. Fuck it. How far is the distance?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 28 pips. I should have
May
exited like
20.
3 hours ago. Fuck.
May 28, that was the resistance, and then June 8, that was the resistance. Now it's a support, so it's risky. What do you think about the pound dollar?
I'm not so much in pound. And especially not in pound dollar. This is like the DAX or Russell 2K. Very bitchy asset. I mean the setups do work, but you always have to calculate 100 pip there too.
Oh, I haven't checked the euro pound in a while. Let's see what it's doing.
Oh, this is even worse. Okay, euro pound you have more fundamental stuff going on between the countries.
Nice quick break, a little scalp on NASDAQ.
NASDAQ at this time.
I mean, well, usually I only get lunch money around this time. I wait until the start of the London session and New York session.
Yeah, okay, then the future's moving it. Like at this time I would only trade ES. Because there's basically no volume and nobody there to put something in, so you can just scalp around like on the tick chart.
Well, I just got in on the 1 minute right when it broke the 200 SMA. I'm about to just close now. Buy me a new pair of shoes.
So now I have two hedges, one in profit and one in loss. This is just going nowhere.
So are you thinking high heels?
No, I'm buying me some dress shoes or something.
Fancy shit.
But I'm still holding it though. It looked like. Yeah, I think NASDAQ gonna go down to around like
Yeah, it will. The Nikkei is dropping really hard, and this is gonna drag the other indexes with it.
I think it's 7205.
Yeah, now Tokyo is the driving force, and if the Nikkei goes down, the rest goes down too. Of course, this will change in about 2 hours.
Hey Fish, ATR doesn't work anymore for the bot.
Sorry?
ATR.
Oh yeah, I have to fix that.
Alright. The scalp doesn't work? I thought that one worked. Let me see. Oh yeah, it doesn't work. Only div works.
The kill command shuts it down, so the server will restart it automatically in a minute.
48 years, 5 months ago.
Yeah, it have no data, no cache data. Yeah, I really have to fix that. This is broke quite some time already. So what's going on in Australia? This is getting boring.
Dollar CAD looks really nice.
that is nice. Oh yeah, I would already be in a sell if I looked at it earlier.
Yeah, it might retest. It's just chilling up there if you check the 1 hour.
Well, I'm gonna be looking at it tonight, a few hours, because on the 1 hour chart for me, that's a perfect setup for a sell. But who knows?
The 30-minute is oversold, so we're looking at a possible retest and a better entry.
810.
Yeah, I just need to watch this pair because
Oh, my moving
there's
averages
a lot
are
of
so
stuff.
close.
There's a lot of stuff with oil going on at the moment, and then the news tomorrow. It might break up.
I think UCAD is going to close below the 50. Yeah, in 15 minutes. I should have got into another NASDAQ, so I could have 2 pair of shoes.
Is your spread on a Nikkei too large, or you don't have it?
I have it, but I actually don't. I never look at it. I don't even know what it is.
Because futures-wise, this is the driving force right now, so you can just trade it directly instead of the index correlating to it. Fuck, MetaTrader. Took me like 5 minutes to change the take profits.
$30.
Oh, the dollar turned red too. But it's not gonna drop far. 94.30 or something. Nasdaq gonna go back up.
I'm already out. I'm already shopping for my pair of shoes.
Alright. Because the Nikkei is gonna bounce, so... I actually haven't opened it, a chart. Let's just do that. Yeah, nice. As planned. What's your spread on the Nasdaq at this time? Mine is huge.
100. Yeah, my spread 100 on the Nasdaq at the moment. It usually doesn't go higher than that. The broker I'm with, it stays anywhere from 90 to 105, 107.
100? What do you mean with 100?
You say what happened?
I have bid at 14.2 and asked at 16.2. On the Nikkei I have 5 points, which is basically nothing. It looks big on the chart, but it's not really.
Yeah, on my Nasdaq, shit, I don't know which one is which, bid or ask, but oh wait, I think the ask is the one on top, right?
Yeah, whatever. It's just about the difference.
Yeah, well, the difference.
But yes, the ask isn't dope.
The difference is just $1.
Oh, then you are better than me. I have 2. But I have no commission on indices. Ah, Australia is moving. I'm still green on the hedge. Oh fuck, no. $9 loss.
I'm in profit on both pound Australian dollar and Aussie dollar, US dollar.
I'm in profit too. I'm just hedging, so I was hoping I can close the hedge position in profit. But it doesn't really matter actually. It's just for the sake of psychology.
Oh wow, you see how much the Aussie dollar and yen dropped? I said 81.28. It dropped to 81.25, and then it's continuing up. And I had a buy limit at 81.28, but I closed it before it hit. So I screwed up.
Yeah, I'm still holding the hedge with 0.7% profits or whatever. Nikkei is still red, so this is maybe just a big fake. I hope it stays red, because my US dollar Japanese yen position is, yeah, well. Oh, this is moving really fast. What's going on there?
Oh shit. Now it's spiking up.
And that is beautiful, but what's going on?
So maybe we're getting the target. I'm gonna reverse in a second or so. If we pass the support, the resistance. Ah, fuck it. Do it now.
I'm holding. Yeah, I'm holding pound Aussie dollar.
And now it's gonna drop.
Which pair? Aussie dollar yen?
Yeah. Because I just reversed the hedge position. It's gonna fuck me right back right now.
And it's dropping.
Yeah, as I said.
I think I'm just gonna get out at like 1.79 and go to sleep.
I mean, if Aussie dollar,
This is done hedging done wrong. Live example. Now it's gonna eat all my profit.
What? So what? So you just had ranges on a 1 minute chart or something?
3 minutes, yeah. But I reversed at the resistance, which is super stupid. Should have reversed at the VWAP.
I just try to snipe some trade positions and catch the momentum and just make quick little trades like that on the 5 minute.
Yeah, that's VWAP is perfect for that. Yeah, the Nikkei is going to go back down, and this position gonna go with it. Maybe not. Well, the spread is moving quite good. Something is gonna happen in a minute. Yeah, there we go. Come on. We just talked about this like an hour ago about the spread moving. You see the tick's gonna go up and then the spread starts moving, and now it's gonna move like in a minute or so max. But this is stuff, an indicator I cannot show you. You have to really watch it, how the spread behaves. Why the news? always take longer than a minute.
The chat room was very quiet. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Oh, come on, you piece of shit.
Hey Randy, where do you get that data from? Or whatever that is, the indicator.
I have a file if you want it. It's not exactly like that, but same thing. It's a currency meter.
Yeah, it's like the divergence, but a little bit different. I really like those calculated numbers. I have to find out seriously how they are being done. I'm gonna read on this forum post a little bit more close and try to replicate it. Because a numeric value, this is what's really missing.
Yeah, that would be very helpful for scalpers and any day traders.
Yeah, just so you have a number, it's green or red, and so you know it's worth it or not.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You just don't enter a trade without knowing if the currency is weak.
I used it during London session, you know, and like it's very nice. You could see the divergence forming right before your eyes, and then right before they cross, get in, and you know, just easy lunching.
That's really valuable information. And throw away all the indicators if you have this in real time. But no Forex broker gonna give you this information, so they have to calculate it in some way. Maybe dividing the pairs by itself or something like that. I can just get external currency strength data. It's a lot more easy. Okay, this is a very, very long minute. It's starting to get very, very boring.
It's just not moving anymore.
It's so funny to hear you guys say it's Friday and here just Thursday night for me.
Lunchtime. Ah, fuck.
I mean, it's
Seriously?
basically we're basically trading the Friday sessions, so it's Thursday for me as well, but we're trading Friday sessions.
You see the spread widening on Australian dollar Japanese yen?
What is it at? Oh,
So you know shit is gonna go down in a minute or so. But well, today is Friday, so maybe 2 minutes. Or 8. Or tomorrow. This is really boring right now. Yeah, the ask is moving, but the bid doesn't. Come on.
dollar CAD short.
I go
Anyone?
down and make me a coffee, but it can't do that.
Yeah, I'm bearish on a dollar cap, but I'm gonna wait though.
What's happening with the dollar? Nothing. The Sing dollar is dropping really quickly. That's gonna be a nice trade if that breaks out. Check out Singapore dollar, USD Singapore dollar.
Which time frame?
Well, I see a 35 pip move on 3 minute already.
Oh, it's right at the trend line.
Yeah, if that breaks, that's gonna drop hard.
Let me check something.
I just posted 2 pictures, probably going to trade this loss of momentum to the upside on US dollar Canadian.
Yeah, this was preparing yesterday already. I was actually planning to do that too. It spiked up and then that was the moment to short, and this would be still in profit. Fuck. And I think now it's too late. Oh, you mean holding it for longer? Like over the weekend?
I guess over the weekend. Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, like, I'm thinking maybe in like 2 hours or 3 hours, I'm just gonna short it, or maybe be ballsy and just get into a short now and see what happens.
Yeah, the longer you wait, the longer will be a stop distance. Ah, fuck, the Nikkei is breaking down. This Australian dollar trade gonna go nowhere.
The US dollar, Singapore dollar trade, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, this is really far. This is just like there's abyss. There is nothing below it. And he's building some wannabe head and shoulders in the small time frames. Oh fuck. I'm turning on the bot and go get me a coffee, whatever. What? Still green on the balance, so whatever.
I'll be back in a bit. I'm back.
Ready. Really thinking to take Sing dollar downwards, but we have to wait for the breakout. It's like 35, super easy done. The US dollar is not really dropping. I don't know what makes that move.
Do anyone else here use Renko chart? The Nikkei gonna fall again? Do you think?
I'm just waiting for some swing and then just close it all. But it looks like it doesn't gonna happen. Well, hope dies last. Come on, just some little bit of tiny spike. Wrong direction. Still wrong. Come on. Move it. All right, that looks really good.
Look at a pound yen.
Pound yen divergence is massive, so they're gonna be a huge move if that turns over.
Do you see pound yen? Why is my chart look like it's frozen?
Sing dollar broke out on 3 minutes. It gapped down actually, pulled back, and now it's back out.
Yeah, it pulled down, it went up, and then it came back down. Interesting. Maybe it continues down.
Yeah, I think so. The pull-up was just a reaction to the gap. Somebody has trigger fingers. Trigger fingers.
How much is your spread on that?
On Sing dollar, there's basically no spread. Just a second.
Oh yeah, I have like 1 pip.
.2. .1. 0. .2.
Yeah, you're good. You have good pips on good spreads on everything, right?
Not on everything. Sure, every broker has his favorites. I guess the brokers that focus more on US clients, they also have better spreads on USD, CAD or stuff like that, which I have a quite bad spread. Oh, this is gonna go down for sure. Taking way too long. Come on, half a pip and I close. I promise. Seriously. Just want them to be all green. Yeah, trade the money. That's how you lose it.
Cat doesn't want to break down fast. Just sitting there.
Looks like the dollar stays red, so
yeah, no, it's gonna stay there for as long as it can.
So the Sing dollar trade is getting more and more attractive. But I'm not so sure, to be honest.
Yeah, that one is confusing. The Singapore dollar one. It's right at the line and it's not even...
There's no volume either, so I don't know, there's no fight going on. If there's a bot fight, you can see there's a billion ticks. But it's not. Very strange today. Oh fuck it, I'm taking the shot.
Where do you think it's dropping to?
The pivot maybe. The next target is really far away, to be honest.
Let's see. 1.355.
But the VWAP is still looking bouncy. Oh, fuck you!
Warning.
Oh shit.
Stop talking! Do it! Oh my god, I missed a lot now. How much was that? Fuck. But the VWAP is still looking upwards, so this can be a big fake. Yeah, it is. Fuck. I hate Fridays. Sold right the bottom.
This physical, mystical love inside me. switched. You treat me like a witch could do. This physical, mystical love inside me. You like a bitch. You like a bitch. Your opinions that you often switched. You treat me like a witch could do. This physical, mystical love inside me. You like a bitch. 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 You like a bitch.
I should take it off all now. Break even. It's just changing coins. Yeah, bought right the bottom. I'm so stupid, this is unbelievable. I sold the bottom. Nice. Looks like the Australian dollar made up its mind. But all the gain is eaten up by my stupid Singapore dollar trade.
Yeah, things are looking good now. All trades in profit finally. It took a long time.
Yeah, but I hedged twice, so I'm still in a loss. Actually, no, that's not true. But if the Sing dollar goes up now, I'm gonna be in a loss very quickly. So move it, Australia! Ah, maybe close that one. But the dollar is still going down.
Which pair?
Still Sing dollar, US dollar, but it's going up, but the dollar is still going down. So this may be just a little small fight. I'm gonna take it off at the next support, whatever. Like there's support like 5 pips away. My original target was 13542 or so. But today's very bad. How long am I on already? 3 hours 9 minutes. 0.5% equity gain. This is just changing coins. This makes, yeah, whatever. Oh, come on, move it. The dollar is dropping harder, the Sing dollar doesn't move along. Well, hard is relative, it's just the biggest candle today. Ah, shit. Should have just taken it. Back to zero.
What you're talking about, pound, Aussie dollar?
Aussie dollar yen.
Oh, I'm not in that trade.
I'm still up 2%, but I made some losses along the way. That's why I said it's just changing coins. It's going nowhere.
I'm in
The dollar is
pound.
dropping and the Nikkei
Yeah.
is going up, so this is the perfect setup, but nothing moving. This is so depressing. What are you in?
pound yen.
Oh yeah, that's very promising.
Pound yen and Aussie dollar, US dollar. Both buy.
Both buying. Yeah, if the Nikkei moves, this is gonna move. There is a lot of divergence. The yen is more or less neutral, but the pound is very high. So the pound is gonna drop, and then yeah, it's gonna go up fast. We just need something to accelerate it, a news event or whatever, or Trump tweet something.
I think there might be a shift in sentiment come the London session, so be careful.
Yeah, but then it's volume. That's a different story. like now with the divergence, it's just like a rubber band. It's 10 apart. You just need a small event, so whatever it is, to shake up things, and then it's gonna neutralize itself. But if volume is involved, then that doesn't work. Unless this is a major event. Like an NFP or something like that, it always works there. Like as example, the US dollar is high up and the Japanese yen is very far down. You just buy before the news, before NFP. It's gonna go up for sure because all the order taking place, and the price will go up because of the divergence. Of course, if the news is negative, it's gonna drop, but this is a different story then. This doesn't moving at all.
Don't take my song, don't take my song, don't take my song, don't take my song.
Dollar still dropping. I think I'll just take it all. Call it a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, go to sleep, and wake up for the New York session.
I'm gonna give it another 2 minutes or so, whatever. Up 1%, 1.2. Take it, you idiot. Now greed comes in.
Oh crap! Yeah.
1.4, 1.7, 2. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Oh no.
Piece of shit. 2.6. I still don't take it.
Pound yen is really moving, but my trade in pound and Aussie dollar go negative. Wait, going back.
Pound Aussie dollar. Oh yeah, I see it. I still have this chart open from 2 days ago. Haven't found anything to replace it with. 1.9%. Fuck, I just give back a whole percent. Come on, come on. Oh, that looks good. $2.7. I think I'm gonna exit early.
I'm staying in pound yen for another maybe 10 minutes.
81.44 for Australian dollar yen. I'm gonna hold on that. I'll hold on both. Whatever. The one hit first. I'm closing all. Let's do it that way. Come on, Australia.
Pound Australia gonna really move during London session.
Yeah, but I'm in trade now. It's have to move now.
Or just take your profit and then come back in 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm waiting. First resistance gonna hit. Doesn't matter. I could just close all. It's either the support on Sing dollar or the resistance on Australian. Ah, fuck it, I'm closing now. That's how not to trade. But anyway, I made 3%. Oh, I'm glad I exit. I think dollar gonna hit the resistance, sure, but Australian dollar did drop a lot. Yeah, now it's dropping really hard. Piece of shit. Gonna run right into my take profit for sure.